Hey guys. Sorry, I'm still getting everything pulled up. Hi, Eden. Thanks for joining in. Yeah. I thought I thought these sprints would be happening under different circumstances, to be honest. I probably would not have planned to do them the day after the election had I known the outcome. Feeling bad for past me for being hopeful and naive, but you know, that's how it goes, I guess. So I didn't want to cancel the sprints in case anyone was just needing a cozy, safe space to be. I've kind of been on my phone all day. I'm ready to get off of it and to just stop looking at it. So if you, like me, are ready to wind down, pull your book out, get back into it, then welcome. I am excited to hopefully chat with some of you guys and hear about what you're going to be reading tonight. I had been reading 11/22/63 by Stephen King. I think I'm going to put that one down. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit the pause button on this. We're reading this in one of my online book clubs, the Little Library Book Club, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not that far in, but I don't think I can deal with like the historical fiction of it all and any sort of look into the presidency, even if it's not this current one. I'm just like, that's not my vibe right now. Hi, Erin. Thanks for joining. Let me know what you guys are reading in the comments because I want to know. I'm deciding between these two books. One, I have the last book of my vampire reading vlog, which is why I haven't uploaded it, because I haven't finished the very last book, which is the. It's just okay. I just never really want to be reading it, and I'm like about halfway at this point, and I just need to finish it so I can wrap up the video. But it's hard. Hi, Lori Beth. Thanks for joining. I want to hear more about Intermezzo. How far are you into it? I've only heard good things so far, but I haven't picked it up. Erin is thinking about starting The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and you should. That is such a good one. I know so many people who that is like their all-time favorite book. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave that one 4 out of 5 stars. So I'll be excited to hear what you think. The other option I have for tonight is Wicked. I have never read, seen, listened anything about Wicked. So this is actually going to be for a video, reading it around the time when the movie comes out, obviously. But I haven't started it yet. So time is kind of crunching in. So I might go ahead and start this one, actually. And I think it'll be fun. A nice distraction from everything. Very like fantasy world, which none of the other books I'm reading right now are really like that at all. Okay, Lori Beth is saying that her favorite book so far by Sally Rooney is Intermezzo. If anyone else has read it, please let us know what you think about it, because that is so exciting to hear. I'm really looking forward to picking that one up, but I think I definitely want to buy a physical copy, and I will probably wait till it's out on paperback. So it might be like at least a year until I actually read it, but I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. Eden is currently reading Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. That's that like spin-off sort of telling of the Nightmare Before Christmas. That seems like a perfect book to be reading right now. It's kind of that the in-between Halloween and Christmas season. So I love that for you, and I want to know how you like it. I'm pretty set on Wicked. And I would also like to know if anyone's read Wicked, or if you just have any thoughts on it in general, even if it's a musical, or if you're like excited for the movie, let me know. I'm pretty excited. I generally am a musical enjoyer, so it's actually kind of crazy that I don't know anything about Wicked other than it's obviously linked to The Wizard of Oz, but I've heard the book is good, at least the first one. Some of my friends have read it. So it's about time, I think. Yes. Oh, my beverage of choice for tonight is water, just in my debut. I was hoping to have like a hot cocoa or something, but it is just so warm in my apartment. I can't do it. And I'm needing some water today after quite a few tears being shed. I could use the replenishment. Eden says Wicked is so good. That's such a perfect read. Ooh, I didn't know you were a Wicked fan, Eden. Yeah, like again, I obviously know that it's about Wizard of Oz, like a prequel, I guess. And I've heard Ariana Grande's song, Popular Song, which is taken from the popular song from Wicked. And I love that song. So I'm excited to get into it. Hopefully the plan is I'm going to read the book. I'm going to listen to the soundtrack. If there's anywhere online to watch the musical, I know there's like a Broadway like streaming service, I think. I might look into that. And then I'm going to go see the movie, and I'm going to spend the whole month fully indulging in that and see how I feel after it. Yeah, it's been an emotional day, so it's tough. And I'm ready to escape into a good book. Let's say that. Eden's seen it live and she loves the music. Okay. Well, hit me up. Let's see that movie together, Queen. For the actual sprints, I found us a cute little like 30-minute timer. So I figured we'd do that. Might chat I will chat a little bit between our sprints because I love to yap. But other than that, it'll pretty much just be a cozy reading session. So I hope you picked out something good to read. Ina's here. Hi, Ina. And she's reading The Guest List, a little bit of a mystery thriller. I haven't actually read any Lucy Foley, so you gotta let me know how you like that one. All right, I'm gonna get our timer going and we can just go ahead and get into it. I know, I honestly like have not read nearly enough like thrillers or like current release thrillers. Like I still haven't read any Riley Sager. I've read like a few Ruth Ware, but it's kind of not my bag. Like I need to catch up for sure. Okay. Let me know if you all see my screen. I have our little timer pulled up. It's a cute little like aura. I don't think there's any sound on this one, which is probably for the best because my Wi-Fi is not the strongest, so I feel like it usually glitches out when I play music. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you think about that Lucy Foley. Ina, we can chat about it on Saturday. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself, and then I'll hit play, and I'm gonna start Wicked. All right, that was 30 minutes. How did everyone do? I want to know, if you didn't already tell me what you're reading, please do. How many pages do you read, and how are you liking it? If you joined late, I just started reading Wicked. This is my first, like, my intro to Wicked. And I got 15 pages in, which I think is pretty good because I was also looking at the map in the beginning for a little bit. I'm going to show you. How fun is this? I didn't know there was like a map of, I mean, I guess this is Oz. Yeah. The land of Oz. So that's fun. Really interesting intro. It starts like with I read like the prequel and the first like maybe 2 chapters, and the prequel is in the current time of like the Wizard of Oz. Like we see the Wicked Witch spying on Dorothy. So I like really didn't even know that Dorothy would be in the story at all. I don't know if she comes back or if that was just like situated in the story, but I thought that was fun. And then within the first chapter, or no, that prequel, there's already like mention of the Wicked Witch potentially being transgender or a lesbian. I didn't know that. I don't know literally anything about this. So that was very interesting to read. I'm excited to see how that all plays out. Yeah. So let's see how everyone else is doing. Erin got 5% into The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. She just started that. And she's liking it so far, so that's exciting. Paige finished her book, the 50th up here. That is so excited. I want to know how you enjoyed Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. I'd also love to know, like, if you have like a favorite of the year so far. Like, you just reached 50, which feels like a very like monumental number. But also you mentioned that you may need help picking what to read next. So if you have some options, please share in the comments and we will help you decide. And then Paige also loves Wicked. So yes, I'm really excited to see the movie. I think it's going to be just such like a fun cultural thing for everyone to be talking about that isn't the end of the world, which isn't that something exciting to look forward to. So yeah, I'm planning on finishing the book before seeing the movie. Ina has been reading the Lucy Foley book. Was it The Guest List? Yeah. And I didn't know that was like a different POV book. So that's exciting. I feel like that's always fun in thrillers when it's done well and you like truly don't know which one's the bad guy. If they can pull it off, I think that's fun. I'm like kind of considering going back to my vampire book just because I'm kind of in the momentum now and I really need to finish it. But I'm also like enjoying what I'm reading so far in Wicked, so I might just continue on with that and see where it goes. So those are my plans. Yes, we love an unreliable narrator. Gotta be my favorite book trope. Here's what Paige has to say. She says she really liked the Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit and gave it 4 stars. And favorites here are Monstrilio, Ex-Wife, I Have Never Known Men, and 1-Star Romance. Okay, it's You've had a lot of good ones, and I'm really excited to look up some more of these. I know you told me about Montrealio, and I've seen that at the store a few times now since then, but just haven't picked it up yet. I need to look more into it and decide when it will be my vibe. My understanding is it like a little bit gothic? Because that's kind of my favorite thing. But I just read a ton of gothic books in October, mainly because I was reading vampire books. So I need a little bit of a gothic cleanse. I feel I feel maybe a brief fantasy era encroaching on me, maybe romance. I just need something like light and fun. So yeah, I need to check out what one star romance is. Maybe that's my vibe right now. Okay, modern gothic. That's fun. Yeah, I definitely will pick that up because I it sounds like the perfect book for me. So when I'm in the mood, I'll save it for then. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna look up one star romance. It's been a minute since I've read a romance. I literally just read the X Hex, but that seems more like a specifically like fall read, so I'm not even like thinking about it as a romance book. But the X Hex was really fun. It's your favorite romance of the year, and it's not cringe. Wow, that is like it's really a lot to ask, but it's always a joy when you find one that's not cringe. Margaret wants to know what light and fun books I'm looking forward to. That is a good question. I don't know. I'm now definitely going to check out One Star Romance. Um, there's talk in my book club of our December book being a holiday themed romance book, which I don't have any in mind at the moment. So if anyone has any recommendations, please let me know. So I'm looking forward to that. We're currently reading Just Kids by Patti Smith, which I can't imagine is going to be that light because when is a memoir ever light? So yeah, I don't know what else I'll pick up. I have like a few like middle grade books. I've had like the Grimm Sisters series sitting on my shelf for like at least a year now. So I might dive into that, or maybe I'll do a little reread of The Cruel Prince. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone's needing that light and fun vibe right now. So maybe I'll compile a little list of like light and fun books I've read in the past. Maybe that's like a little video idea. Which that would be nice to do because I've been flopping recently. I've just been in a really bad rut of like very much unmotivated to do anything. And unfortunately, with this vampire vlog was fun. I read like most of the vampire books so quickly, and then the end of it was just kind of like dragging on. And I think it's affected like me creating any more videos because I'm just so like I need to finish that video. But that being said, just a quick little fun like light fun book recommendation video might be coming in our future. Okay, Pages in Between, The Future by Adam Thirlwell, and The Obscene Bird of Night by Jose Donoso. I'm gonna have to look those up. Let me read the description and see if anyone in the comments has any opinions because I don't know either of these. And I always appreciate your book recommendations page because I feel like you always have ones I've never heard of and they always sound so good. So the first one is The Future. Here's the description. A wild story of female friendship, language, and power from France to colonial America to the moon, from 1775 to this very a historical novel like no other. That's what it says. I feel like I've found so many weird typos on Goodreads recently. Anyways, it's the 18th century and Celine is in trouble. Her husband is mostly absent, her parents are elsewhere, And meanwhile, men are inventing stories about her affairs, her sexuality, her orgies, and addictions. All these stories are lies, and the public loves them and spreads them like a virus. Celine can only watch as her name becomes a symbol for everything rotten in society. This is a world of decadence and saturation, of lavish parties and private salons, of tulle and satin and sex and violence. It's also one ruled by men, high on colonial genocide, natural destruction, crime against women, and above all, language. To survive, Celine and her friends must band together in search of justice, truth, and beauty. Fantastical, funny, and blindingly bright, Adam Thirlwell's The Future follows one woman on an urgently contemporary quest to clear her name and change the world. That sounds so good. I am immediately adding that to my want to read. I will say though, that sounds like something I personally could not read right now. I'm seeking the lights and fun. I don't know if my mental state could handle it right now, but it does sound really good. So if you think you're in the mood for that, it seems like a good option. But let me look at the other one, The Obscene Bird of the Night. Okay, here's this one. This haunting jungle of a novel has been hailed as a masterpiece by Luis Buñuel and one of the greatest novels, not only of Spanish America, but of our time, by Carlos Fuentes. The story of the last member of the aristocratic. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm having so much trouble reading out loud right now. Forgive me. As Coitia family, a monstrous mutation protected from the knowledge of his deformity by being surrounded by other freaks as companions. The Obscene Bird of Night is a triumph of imaginative, visionary writing. Its luxuriance. I am so bad with vocab. I'm gonna take a gander here. Fecundity. We're just gonna move right along. Horror and energy will not soon fade from the reader's mind. The story is like a great puzzle, invested with a vibrant, almost tangible reality. The New York Times. Oh, that was a quote from the New York Times. Although many of the other boom writers may have received more attention, especially Fuentes and Vargas Llosa, Donoso and his masterpiece may be the most lasting, visionary, strangest of the books from the time period. Seriously, it's a novel about the last member of an aristocratic family, a monstrous mutant who is surrounded by other freaks so as to not feel out of place. Publishers Weekly. Nicola Baker has said, I'm no expert on the topic of South American literature. In fact, I'm a dunce. I love that. We need to be using dunce more. But I have reason to believe, after diligently scouring the internet, that Chile's Jose Donoso, while a very highly regarded author on home turf, is little known on the side of the Atlantic. His masterpiece is the fabulously entitled The Obscene Bird of Night. It would be a crass understatement to say that this book is challengingly read. It's totally and unapologetically psychotic. It's also insanely gothic, brilliantly engaging, exquisitely written, filthy, sick, terrifying, perplexing, and somehow connives to make the brave reader feel like a tiny sleeping gnat being sucked down a fabulously kaleidoscope dream hole. That also sounds crazy. I really don't think you could go wrong with either of them. Both like a little bit absurd and really fun. Seems like they both kind of have some heavy topics in there, but it seems like they could be done in a lighthearted way. So I don't know. You're gonna have to let us know what you end up deciding. I think of those two, The Future sounds really good, but they both sound good. So I want to know which one you end up picking. Fang fiction was light and so fun if you love vampires, and I do. I saw that one when I was in New York actually. In the Ripped Bodice, they had like a display of books that are set in New York City, and it was on there, but I didn't pick it up because I actually didn't really buy many books at all in New York. I only bought one. I bought that copy of Sense and Sensibility. But other than that, of all the bookstores I went to, I was really good about actually spending that much money because um, Mama was on budget and I blew it all anyways on food. Yeah. Okay, getting ready. I think we'll do another 30 minutes if everyone is happy with that. I'm gonna continue on with Wicked. Just wanna keep, I wanna get in there while I'm in the momentum and just see how far I can get tonight. So here we go again. Paige says that she's gonna pick up Future in the mood for female rage. Yeah, I'm trying that as well. So let me know how you like it and let me know if it helps the way you're feeling today. Okay, that was our 30-minute timer. How did everyone do? I got to page 29, so that was 14 pages for me, just about the same. Yeah. We have an interesting start here in Wicked. Right now, it's like obviously the very beginning. Wicked Witch was just born and she is green, as we know, and they're trying to figure out why she's green, like no one knows. So there's already like just like a little bit of an interesting mystery. And again, I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited to learn more about that. I think it's super fun that, I mean, am I wrong in saying that Wicked is fan fiction? Like, right? Like it's kind of like a Wizard of Oz fan fiction. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see how he expands the universe and what happens with it. Eden says, "Ooh, how I need to be reading that." Girl, tap in. I got this copy from the library. It's a pretty cool cover. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this is like kind of like a little bit of like a holographic thing. You can't tell, but yeah, join me and we can discuss it. How many pages did you all read, and how are you liking what you're reading? Erin is about 8% now into The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I know that's hitting. That seems like a very good like fall winter read to me. It's sort of like any V.E. Schwab book is. She writes very good like very immersive stories, so that's why I think they're good for the winter months. You can just really like indulge in them. Ina made it to page 45 of the guest list, and now there's even more POVs. Okay, that's a question. How many POVs? It's too many POVs, especially in a thriller. For me, that depends on the book. It's like a book-to-book basis. But if any of the point of views are unnecessary, then it's too much. I do not like reading an unnecessary point of view, which is obviously subjective, but sometimes even when it's like 2 point of views, if like I really don't like one of the characters, it annoys me. But when it's done well, it's really good. Okay, Paige just started a new book that we helped her pick. Not really. I mean, I kind of just read them aloud, but kind of helped her pick last round. She's reading The Future. She's 25 pages in and really liking it so far. Ina needs a character list. Yeah. I really don't like any book where I like need a character list. I find it like really hard to follow, which like eliminates a lot of fantasy for me, obviously. I've been trying to get better about it, but I don't know. I just don't like unnecessary characters. I'd rather have like a small cast of characters that are like really explored thoroughly. But that's just me. But when there's like a good big cast of characters, then that's fun too. Yeah, I'm trying to think of books with like multiple point of views that I can remember enjoying recently. And the only one that's coming to mind for some reason is Lessons in Chemistry. I don't even know that one like switches point of views. I think it's just like an omniscient narrator. But at one point it like goes into the point of view of the dog, which usually would be like not something I was into. But I really liked it in that book. And I think that's like an example of like it being done well, where it's like almost any character in that book, I liked hearing their perspective. Erin says, no, I agree. I feel I can connect to the characters more when there are fewer and they're more developed. Exactly. Yeah, I don't need something that really irks me is when there's like multiple characters and like two of the characters are essentially the same character. It's like, why didn't we just combine them? Why didn't we just cut it down a little bit? And I can think of a perfect example for that, and that would be the Dance of Thieves duology. Oh my god, there's so many characters, and like the main like male love interest in the story, he has a ton of siblings, and some of his siblings in the book are like, that's the same person. Why didn't we just cut it back a little bit? So that always bothers me, but personal preference, of course. Erin also loves the POV and lessons of chemistry. I know that's right. I know that's right. Eden says she's actually been hitting that ukulele practice grind. This is for sure getting me inspired to pick up a book, cuddle in bed later. I'm so glad to hear that. And I want to know what you're playing on ukulele right now. If you're learning any good songs, send me a voice memo because you know I want to hear that. I'm also already thinking about getting cozy in bed. I'm pretty sleepy, but I'm also like now regretting not making a hot beverage because I am getting a little bit chilly now. So I kind of want a hot cocoa, but I like don't think I feel like getting up to make one, which it's literally like boiling water and putting it in, but I'm like, it's too much work. But maybe before bed. Maybe what I need is tea, probably. I think I'm game for one more round of 30 minutes if everyone else is. Yeah, I'm now like 29 pages into Kid, and I feel like that's a good, like, I got a good chunk into it. So I think I might put her down and try to finish The Vampire Curse because, oh my god, I need to finish it. I'm halfway through. And once I do, then I can finally wrap up the vampire vlog and we can move on with our lives. Yeah, it's not even that this book is bad. Like it's fine. It's kind of a fun read, but I just kind of burnt myself out, unfortunately. Not that like all the other vampire books I read were also really good. But I'm just getting burnt out on everything. So it's not the fault of this book necessarily. But I need to finish her. So but the cover is very good. That's why I picked it up. I love like how pulpy it is. I just find that often when I pick these books up, I always want them to be better than they are because they're very like formulaic, which is like fine. Like it's kind of what they're there for. You gotta know what you're getting into. And I shouldn't have saved it for last, basically. Okay. Ina, I miss that tea shop too. I need it. I think about it every day. And I'm yearning for it right now. Eden has been running through the Lumineers Cleopatra album. That's a good one. I feel like that is a very like fall album. Although I don't really know all of it, but I definitely know some of them. I can picture the cover perfectly. Erin's down for one more sprint, so is Paige. Okay, we'll do another one. Okay. Erin said she finally finished We Meet on Vacation after reading it for 3 months. Yeah, I've been there. I think I really want to pick this one up before the movie. But hopefully, I mean, the movie's like still filming right now, so I'm sure I have some time because I think that doesn't really seem like a winter book. Seems like a summer book, but correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, but you end up liking Slewfoot, Erin. Seems like that was like a perfect little October read. But let me know. Let me know if I need to pick that up. I'm sure like at some point, I'm definitely gonna take a little break from my creature feature since I got stuck on the vampire for so long, but definitely in the future there will be a witch one. So maybe I'll need to include that one there. People We Meet on Vacation was Ina's first Emily Henry. That's Well, at one point that was the only one I hadn't read. I haven't Happy Place or Funny Story either, so I'm quickly falling behind. I know everyone's saying Funny Story is the one to read, and I'll definitely read that one too, but haven't gotten around to it. Although I did say earlier that I'm like gonna enter a little bit of a romance phase, so maybe it's time for an Emily Henry. But I just don't know which one because I feel like they're all like a little bit summery. And I will second that. I am also not a fan of Night Bitch. Yeah, no, that one just did not do it for me. Just like too heavy-handed, and it's like metaphor, and really didn't enjoy the writing. But please let me know what you're reading now to like mend that. Like, how are you fixing it? What are you getting into now? Aaron agrees that all the Emily Henry books are summer books. That was kind of my fear, or my suspicion, I should say. If I'm like in the deep months of winter, if I'm needing like a look into summer, maybe I'll pick one up then. But I think the plan right now is sometime in like spring into summer, I'll pick up People We Meet on Vacation. Okay. Yep, that's all I needed to hear. I will be adding that to my TBR and maybe in a future little witch vlog. Ina, I have read Book Lovers actually, but thank you. I've read Book Lovers and Beach Read. Those are the only two I've read, but I think I'm a Book Lovers girl over Beach Read. Although I kind of felt like about equal about them, but I'm leaning Book Lovers. I know. I feel like it's like you either like one of the two better. And I know I'm pretty sure Erin is a Beach Read girl. I don't know. But I also know that Eden really liked Funny Story. So the library, the catalog is expanding. So I don't know. I think I'm most excited for Funny Story because I've heard a lot of people like don't really like People Get on Vacation. So I'm hoping that I will be like an outlier and I will enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Killers of the Flower Moon picked up on Goodreads Native American Heritage Month list. Let me know how you like that. I actually have that one on my shelf because I got it from my dad for Christmas last year, and I didn't realize that he had already read it. So then I was like, okay, I guess I'll keep it. But I've had a few friends read it and really enjoy it. So yeah, maybe I'll need to pick that one up soon. Yeah, and I knew Erin was a Beach Read girl. Yeah, I know Eden likes Funny Story, but Eden, have you read Beach Read or Book Lovers? I feel like those are like the two standards, or the two leading ladies, if you will. Yeah. And says, TBH, I've loved all her books, but People We Meet on Vacation is my least fave. I've heard so many people say that. Some people say that about Happy Place too. I actually think maybe Happy Place sounds more up my alley. Well, at least the way people talk about like the characters seems like something I'd be interested in because I do really love character-driven books. But at the same time, something about the second-chance romance of it all like just doesn't ever really like pique my interest. But someday I'll read it. Paige also read Killers of the Flower Moon this year. It was amazing. I've only heard good things. I've heard the writing is really, really good. Like I heard it like a fiction book, although it's not. Yeah, I'm excited to get to that one eventually. I don't know how to do it because I don't think I can handle something like super devastating at the moment, but it's on the list. Yeah, once again, wishing I had made hot chocolate, but still getting through my water. Hope you guys are drinking something delicious. Yeah, I also heard the movie was really fantastic for Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm forgetting the name of the actress, but the one who was nominated for Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars last year. I can't remember if she won or not, but I know that she like did a really fantastic job of the role. So I'm waiting to watch it till I read it, whenever that'll be. Okay, so we're all down for one more sprint, and then we're gonna get cozy. We're gonna get into bed. We're not gonna doom scroll on our phones for hours and make ourselves even more miserable. We're just we're gonna brush our teeth. We're gonna do skincare. We're gonna drink some water, maybe make some tea, get into bed, get cozy. But before then, one more round of reading sprints. Okay, let me get our timer going. Yes, Gladstone, that was the actress. I'll be really excited to see her performance someday. Jace is way ahead of you. Are you in bed? I know that's right. Yeah, don't forget your skincare. And trying times like these, do not forget your skincare. Okay. All right. See you in 30 minutes. Okay, that's time. Welcome back, everyone. Just finished our third 30-minute session. So, yeah, we had a good hour and a half reading. I'm thrilled about that. And I actually read quite a bit of The Vampire Curse. I think I just read 48 pages, which is pretty good for me as a slow reader, but these are kind of small pages. This is a weird book. This is a very odd and strange book. Um, I wouldn't say it's bad yet. I haven't finished it. I wouldn't say it's good, which is why I've been struggling to read it. But now that I can read like 50 pages in 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, I should really just sit down and finish this tonight. Maybe that's what I'll do when I get into bed. But please let me know what you guys read. How much did you read within the last 30 minutes or like over the course of the whole night? I hope you got a good chunk done. I'm really glad that we could read together, get a little bit cozy, take our minds off of things. That's definitely what I needed right now. Ian suggests that I do another little sprint tomorrow and I'll finish the time. I agree. And I think I maybe could even do it tonight if I like really just sit down and commit to it. Though I am tired, so I don't know. But either way, I'll finish it on my own time and then I can finally wrap up, finally, my vampire reading vlog. Yeah, it is a nice little bedtime sprint. I hope you all are like reading and not looking at your phones and just relaxing. And as I said earlier, it's bedtime now. So we're gonna do our skincare, we're gonna brush our teeth, maybe make a little bit of tea, and just get into bed and either go to sleep or read a little bit more. Do not doom scroll. We don't need it tonight. Okay, Ina got to page 88 and she's drinking a chai tea now. That you're doing it exactly, Ina. I love that. How are you liking the guest list? Like, is it very good so far? Are you feeling good about it? That's what I would like to know. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know how well I channeled the cozy vibes because I'm in like a very weird corner of my apartment because of the rest. The rest of it is very messy right now. That's just life. Yeah, I had a little Halloween party and I didn't clean up the mess, and then everything else got messy. So that's why we're in the corner over here. No candles, unfortunately, but yeah, I thought that little the little gradient timer was cute. I was kind of missing like a fall like jazz instrumental. So maybe I'll have to do another little reading sprint soon. I always say I want to do them like more quickly back to back, but then it usually takes me months to do it. But you know, as we're entering the winter season, I think it's more likely. It's 'tis the season, you know. Okay, is hooked on the guest list, but she's hating the main character. Uh, hate when that happens, but at least you have so many other POVs in the book. Yeah, the 347 other POVs, so no worries. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on that. I need a good thriller, so if that's the one I should pick up, let me know. And then just a little recap. I started my night by reading Wicked. I got 29 pages in, a pretty good like start into it, so that's exciting. And then I switched over to The Vampire Curse. And I read 48 pages. So in total, that is 60 something 70. A little less than 100 pages, we'll just say. So pretty good sprint. Yeah, but I am definitely ready for bed. So I think I might call it here. Thank you all so much for joining me. It was so fun just to just to get away from it all and get back into some reading because I've kind of just fallen off on everything. I mean, I've still been reading, but I'm excited to have started a new book and sad to put sad to put 11/22/63 down for a bit, but yeah, it's not the moment, it's not the vibe, but when it is, I've only heard good things about this one, so I'll be excited to continue on whenever that will be. But yeah, once again, thanks for joining. It's now time for bed, so I hope you all get the rest you need and deserve. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.